Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have had an awesome week. Last week I went to London for a couple of days and I went to the Harry Potter studios and I was finally able to get my Slytherin robe and I got Slytherin's scarf and I also got a wand. And when I got the wand I got it like the halfway point, and the woman who was like serving me, she was like, "Oh, you do know that we have character wands at the end?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't want a character one. I want the one that I've got." And let me just quickly show you the one that I got. So for those of you that don't know, in the UK we have the Warner Brothers Harry Potter Studios, and they have like real props and costumes and pieces of set that they used in the movies, and it's like really interesting. I really want to go again and proper take it in, because when I went I was like the last group of people to go in and you had to be out by a certain time, so I didn't get to stand there and like watch all the videos and how they did the special effects and that, which was kind of a bit of a bummer, but it just means I get to go again and spend longer. So yeah, I got, well, let me just show you the box first. So this is the box of the one that I got. It's the exclusive design collection, and it should say somewhere, yeah, so I got the Locket of Slytherin wand, because obviously I am a Slytherin. And then they give you this card, which I didn't even know that you would even get a card, but she was like flicking through a stack to get this one, and it tells you a bit of information about your wand. So mine is inspired by the mysterious family heirloom of Salazar Slytherin, the locket of his wand and whatever. So it comes like with tissue paper. It's like, I wasn't even expecting a box like this, but yeah, so this is my wand. It's like huge, and it's got like the snakes and like, I think what's supposed to emulate like green gems, but it's not green gems, it's just like painted green, but from a distance you can't tell. Maybe I might actually get green gems and glue them on, because if they fall off it's okay, I can just paint the green back on. But yeah, so it's like this, and it's got like, I just love it. Like, I didn't want a character one. Like, I love, well, Draco's is a bit plain. I would say I like his mum's the most, but I don't know, like, I'm never gonna cosplay as his mum, so I wouldn't want his mum's wand. But I think I would only get character ones if I was like getting the families, like if I got his mum's and his dad's wand as like a collection, then I could see myself like having a character wand. Or like, say if I was like Gryffindor, I would have Hermione, Ron and Harry's. But I'm not a Gryffindor, I am an evil Slytherin. That's a joke, I'm not evil. I'm actually really nice. But yeah, so I had like green nails to match, and I wore like a dark green outfit. And when I bought my robe and my scarf, because I got those at the gift shop at the end, massive gift shop, I wasn't even expecting it to be that huge, but it was fucking huge. My cashier, she realised that obviously I was dressed in green, and she made a comment about it, which I really loved, because at least someone bloody noticed I was like dressed for the occasion. So yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, that's what I did at the weekend. And any other updates? No. Right, this intro is 7 minutes long, which means I need to trim it. Anyway, let's just jump straight into the game. Oh Jesus, I did not realise the music was on. Thank you, Don Lothario. Oh, so he got inheritance, but I don't know how much. Anyway, the nanny died. When did the nanny die? Wait, was it with Nina? I'm not even quite sure anymore. Oh yeah, he has this pool. I forgot about that pool. Anyway, so what's he wanting? Oh, right, okay, so we need to look after your needs then, because you're about to have an accident. Anyway, so yeah, he's on birth control, because I've got that in my notes. I've also finally updated my spreadsheet. So all the info on my spreadsheet is up to date and all the ages are correct, because I have to go in SimPE and I have to manually change the ages when people turn into elders, because even though I've set the minimum and max, actually I haven't set the max, I've set the minimum age of what they are when they're an elder, the math checks out, but for some reason it gives them like extra days and it says that the age is wrong in game. So what I do on my spreadsheet, I look at what the days they have left should be and I give them that. So if I hover over their age and it has a different number, it's just a number that doesn't match up, but they will have the correct days remaining, if that makes sense. So I had to do that for Cassandra, and I double checked to make sure that Darren's age was right, and for some reason he had 3 extra days taken off him, so I had to like give him extra days because his number was wrong and the math just wasn't mathing. So that's what I have gone and done for their household. You're gonna age up tonight? Or is it tomorrow? I don't know. We'll find out at 6 PM after you're back from work. What else? Also, I went to see when... Oh, you're going to work now. I went to see when Dante left the house to see, because he didn't go to uni, so we have to play him for 4 days, so then he's caught up with the ages. And he left on Monday, which was the first day, and we should have really played him before Dawn, but I only just like realised before I started recording, and I really wanted to play Dawn, so next week we will play Dante. We'll play him for 4 days. But it'll have to start after 8 PM because he moved out at 8, so he had aged up at 6 and then moved out at 8. So we're gonna play from 8 PM Monday for Dante, so then he doesn't age a day that he doesn't need to age, if that makes sense. So that will be next week, which will be nice and easy because again it's just going to be one single sim. In my head, he's still Carlos Sanchez from Desperate Housewives. Especially when he was wearing that original shirt. But look at him. He looks so good in a hoodie with a leather jacket over it. Still eating like a slob, though. Oh! Oh! I thought he was going to age up tomorrow. I wanted to throw him a birthday party. Anyway, it's a-okay. Let's... You made it. Now that you're an elder, use the phone to call work and retire if you want. You've got a big pension coming. Okay. No, I'm not going to age any of these up, I don't think. Nah. Okay, so far my life is going pretty well. Now that it's time to step up and make the future even better. Dawn is now grown into an elder. As an adult, Dawn achieved the aspiration level of love machine. That's great. Dawn is ready to make the most out of his golden years. Aww. I've never seen an Eld Dawn, so this is a little bit weird for me. No, I'm gonna cry. Oh no! Oh my god, no. No, stop, I can't concentrate. I can't concentrate. No, I'm at... No! I have never played Pleasant View long enough to see, like, my Sims turn into elders. Well, I have. Oh my god, my eyes have gone all foggy. Oh my god, my vision's gone blurry. Oh my god, that is not fun. I'm actually genuinely crying right now. I have never played Pleasant View or any neighbourhood other than like a custom one that I make for fun. Long enough to see them turn into elders, because I normally would play a little bit and I'd reboot the neighbourhood. I didn't get emotional when Cassandra Darren aged up, but I don't know. I think it's because with Dawn, he was the house I would always like play. I would always play him, and he would always normally marry Kaylin, and then they would have like twins together. Because obviously she has the trait to have twins. But he never became an elder. So now I'm feeling anxious because I know he's eventually going to die, and oh. No, I can't think about it. Anyway, let's go to the toilet and have a shower and then go to bed, old man. Look at him! Because you know how, like, an adult Sim's face slightly changes when they get older? Like... No! No. The last time I cried over a Sim was when I was 14 playing The Sims 2 and my Sim gave birth. Oh no, did they give birth? No, they... Oh wait, can't remember if... Can pregnant Sims die? I feel like they can. I can't remember if she died pregnant or soon after she gave birth she died because her needs were that depleted. Oh my god. Oh, I couldn't see the alarm. I was shitting myself. Where the fuck do you think you're going, Jessica? Take a few screenshots. Come on, Copper. Come on, Dorian. Thank you, Dorian. I was... Oh, Dawn! At least he went in the other room. He was that much in a panic, he ran into a different room to have a trump. I legit couldn't see that from here, so I was thinking, shit, did I put one in? I couldn't remember. I wish that alarm would shut up. Oh, we get a 500 simoleon reward! For helping track down... Well, I didn't really help. They broke into my house and you was able to find them. There's so much noise is going on and it's giving me sensory issues. Right, you need to turn that off. Can you mop that up? And we need to obviously have the TV fixed. I can't even remember what I was bloody talking about now. Oh yeah, I think I was on about a pregnant Sim. I can't remember if she died while she was pregnant or if she died soon after because her needs were that low. Either way, her needs were that low and she died. And I cried because I felt so bad because then, because she was a single mom, the the child services came and took the baby, and I was in tears. Also, I am now saving at every pop-up it gets me. I don't think we'll crash today. I think the only reason why we crashed last time is because obviously, well, not last time, the time before that, is because there were so many people in the Dreamer Goth household. So, yeah, you need quite a few skills. Wait, how have you gone this long without needing mechanical for your job? That's quite concerning. What do we have? Damn it. Okay, let's go swimming. We need to get that thing in high places, because if we get promoted and then retire, then the more money we get. Oh, I'm sorry, Don. You got attempted robbery on your birthday. On your 60th birthday. See, this is what I mean. So I have it set that they turn into elders when they are 60 years old, because the math checks out on my game, okay? Then why does it say he's 55 here? Which means after today, I have to go into SimPE and manually edit it to be correct. So today, when his round's over, he should be 64? 60, 61, 62, or 63. 61, 60, 63? Yeah, because he turned 60, 61, no, 62. Yeah, so I'll have to edit it. So he's 63. He's got however many days left. So he's 63. These are the days left, which means that this number might show up as wrong regardless. So, or I edit it for it to be 60. So then the number's correct, but then the days he's got left might be wrong, because I don't think I put a max in there. You know what? I'll figure it out. I need to investigate Darren and Cassandra's and see what theirs now say. It might just be easier to edit it to be so that number's correct and not bother with how many days they have left. Because obviously, because it's randomised, I don't want it. I don't really want to know when they die. Do you want to go chat with someone? Chat with Brandon? Also, I've just realised how pale I look today. I don't think I put enough bronzer on. Oh my god. You've been drinking way too much. Please turn that off. And turn that off too. Go to the toilet, old man, please. Anyway, he's got work at 10. I'm trying to think of what other things have happened that affect me. Well, BTS is going to do their military time. That was a big thing for a couple of days. I have no comment on that because obviously I'm not Korean, so obviously my opinion on the matter is not warranted and it is not needed. But other than that, the government did mess them around a little bit, trying to and ah whether or not they should be allowed to do it or not. So I'm glad that BTS took it within their own hands and decided for themselves, listen, this is what we're gonna do. Peace. Oh. I went like that, you couldn't even see my piece. Peace. I did it again. Peace. So yeah, I'm glad that they decided for themselves. What else has happened? I think that's it within the K-pop community, really. Other than I had an absolute shocker when I was in London. I found a K-pop shop that I wanted to go to because they have a store in London, and I waited in line for 30 minutes to get inside the store. I don't even know why it was so busy. There wasn't even like an event going on, it was just busy. And I waited for 30 minutes with my sister in this line to get the Maxident album by Stray Kids, because I don't have any of those yet. And I get to the front, and the girl's like, oh, like, what albums are you looking for? I presume to tell you whereabouts they are. And I was like, oh, like, just Stray Kids. And she was like, oh, yeah, we've got all the albums in, just not Maxident. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't say that was the one that I went solely for, because I felt a bit like an idiot, like if I just walked out the queue and was like, oh, never mind. So I went inside to have a look, but the shop was that busy with my autism. I was just like, no. I think what did it was like, say if I'm like, oh my god, he just kicked over that can. If I'm at a shop that I know and I know the layout of and it's busy, I'm fine because I know where everything is. But when a store is that busy and you don't know where certain groups are and everything, I found it very stressful. And I did not like it. So I end up leaving the shop without anything, because as well, the album that I wanted, they didn't even have. Apparently they hadn't even received any stock for it at that point, but it had been out weeks, and my local K-pop shop in Manchester's had them for a while. I didn't want to buy another album that I didn't want. Like, there were some... Which was it, the Go Live Stray Kids album that God's Menu's from? Or is it just called Go? I can't remember. They had like those albums, but I didn't want to buy them because I only listened to 2 songs from that album, because I haven't actually sat down and bothered to listen to the entirety of the record. So I was like, I don't really want to buy it if I don't know majority of the songs. And I was like, I'm not buying something for buying's sake. And then I couldn't look at half of the other things anyway, because the people that were lining up to check out were blocking it. And oh, it was so annoying. What do you call Nina? Oh, he's going back to his second flame. Or is it his third flame because of Dina? You know what? They have a kid together. Then again, he has kids with Nina and Dina. Bloody siblings. Well, guys, she can't get pregnant because he is on birth control. And he no longer has the fear of having a baby, but I think we can all agree that Don does not need to be procreating anymore. He's done his damage to this neighbourhood. Everyone's going to be relate to everybody within like 2 generations, I think. Okay. Let's just hide behind this tree. Like, they're fully clothed, but still, let's give them a little bit of privacy. Yeah, it's just a woohoo. Yeah, so I had a bit of disaster in the K-pop shop. I was devoed. Okay, so they finished doing what they needed to do. You gonna say goodbye to her now? Because you can call Armin now. You want to be friends with him so bad. Bye, Nina. See you in 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. I don't remember who's first. Where is he? There he is. Just talk. Just talk. You can't do those because Luna doesn't even live with you. Oh, I do have another story to tell you. I have so many stories to tell you guys this week. I am amazed. So yeah, as I was going to say. I like it when I have loads of stories to tell, because that means that I'm not trimming out my dead silence as much. I just have to cut conversations, which is fine. But yeah, so a couple months ago, well, let's start from the beginning. I really wanted a Marc Jacobs snapshot bag. I will include a photo of what a snapshot bag is in case you know what the bag looks like but you don't know that's what it's called, or vice versa. Anyway, I wanted one for a really long time, but they're like 300 odd pound plus, depending on colourway, I guess what type of strap it comes with, and like just other things, I think. Anyway, a couple months ago, I saw one on TK Maxx, because I get all my designer bags from TK Maxx, because deals. And it was the full black one with the black hardware, and it was like really discounted. It was like 200 something pound at TK Maxx. But if you got it from Selfridges or Marc Jacobs Direct, it was like 338 or something. And I thought, I really want it, but I don't want to pay 200 odd pound. And basically, I didn't get it. And then when I decided actually, no, I do want it, I went online to get it, and all the Marc Jacobs bags were gone. And I was very sad. So every couple days now and then I go on the TK Maxx, which if you're in America, TK Maxx is the same as TJ Maxx. The reason why we call it TK Maxx over here is I think there was a store in Ireland, I think, that is called TJ Hughes or something, and they don't want to confuse the branding, so that's why we're called TK Maxx, but it's the exact same thing. And yeah, so I go on the website every other couple of days and I look at the bags, and I went on like 3 days ago, and they had them, like different ones. They didn't have the full black one, but they had like a full brown one. And I thought, oh, I might be able to pass it off as it being like black. But then when I actually looked at photos of the brown and black and I kind of put them together, you could tell that the brown was just a really extremely dark brown. And I know if I wore a black outfit, if I could notice the difference in colour, that would infuriate me. So I got a different one. And it's like a sage, and it's got gold hardware, because I wear gold, like yellow gold. So I prefer my metal to have a gold hardware. And they had like one that was like a light sage green, but then like with like a lime green as well. Not like green, not like this type of green. It was more like a bright, I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to include photos again. But yeah, so I was umming and ahhing for like a day, and then I was like, no, I'm not going through this again. I'm not getting it. And then when it sells out, I'm going to be fucking sad again. So I got it. And it's in my closet. And it's really pretty. And it comes with a dust bag. It came all wrapped in tissue. And, oh, beautiful. Yeah, so I got a designer bag for, I think the one I got, go on, play. I got it on TK Maxx for £229.99, and it said it should have been 305 or base. Oh, I thought my game crashed then because I heard a click. It basically said, because it tells you how much you save, it said that I saved £75. But then when I actually went on the Selfridges website, they had it up for 335. So I saved like 105 or something like that. No, don't do that, because you're not going to be looking for aliens. Work out and then get in and swim. So yeah, I actually saved like £100 on a bag. And I know people don't like to get designer stuff at TK Maxx because they think it's not real. It is real. They're not going to sell designer stuff that isn't real. And also like they don't understand how TK Maxx works. And my understanding on TK Maxx is that they can have items that don't sell well. So like say Marc Jacobs or Selfridges would be like, hey, we have this excess of stock and this bag isn't selling as much as we thought. Would you like to buy the remainder? Because then that way they're still going to make some money on it, and instead of it going to like landfill or whatever. Or they actually have items curated just for TK Maxx. So you might find a bag that might say be by Gucci. Oh no, maybe not Gucci. Let's say Michael Kors. And you won't be able to get it in the flagship store because either it was a prototype that they thought, oh, you see that a lot with the shoes in TK Maxx where they're like prototypes, like a colour or something, and they decided against it because they already made a prototype or limited stock of it. They don't want to throw it out, so they sell it to TK Maxx. Well, I always check to see if I can get it on Selfridges because I would be paranoid thinking that people would look at my bag, not recognise the colourway and think it's fake. So the one I got is the exact same as the one on Selfridges, but for £100 cheaper. I finesse the system. So, look at me. I'm so unserious. Oh shit, okay. Don is at work talking with a colleague about a recent film he saw. The colleague suggests that they get together and have a movie marathon. Don doesn't know this colleague that well but is excited about the marathon. Should he accept the offer? Yes, make friends. The two have a great time sharing thoughts on some of their favourite films and agree to get together more often for movie nights. The colleague gives Don a membership card to the secret place that is supposed to be any movie buff's dream. Okay, thank you. No, why? All these people want to beat us. Jesus. Someone's not a family. Oh my god. Please answer that phone. Who did we make best friends with? But he just said he was no longer a family friend of ours. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, for my buffet online, Oscar broke. Why are you... We've done nothing to you. You stole our bloody thing. Anyway, look at me. I haven't gone through and edited my clothes since I've like converted all the my replacements. I wouldn't wear a coat like that, but alright, I guess. Do you want to go chat online to someone? Meadow? But yeah, so check online. I saw the other day that they had a Gucci backpack that should have been 1,500 and they were selling it for 800. Which is an amazing deal. But 800 is still too much. Maybe if it was 300, I would definitely get a Gucci backpack. Oh, is this how it's made? Oh, damn it! I really wanted to watch how it's made. I love that show. I used to watch it all the time. Like, whenever we would have a flight, we would get up in the morning at, like, 1 AM. And my dad would put a random channel on. And it was always, it was always, like, how it's made. And I loved it. I found some episodes on YouTube. And I watch them sometimes. Might see if there's anywhere where I can stream it, because I will happily sit there for hours watching how it's made. I just realised we're on our last day. Wow, and I haven't done any fast forwarding. Other than when Don over here's been asleep. Which is nice. I think it's because I've actually had a lot to talk about, because like I said, I sometimes, if I have nothing to say, I'm very much the type of person that if I have nothing to say, then I won't speak because I feel like I'm chatting shit. Even though when I do have stuff to say I am basically like chatting shit, like, because it's like I'm just speaking. Obviously what I'm saying is true, so I'm not chatting shit as in I'm making it up. What I'm saying is correct, but I'm just talking crazy, if that makes sense. So really my conversations wouldn't be that different, but I feel like when it's something that I want to say, it feels like it has more purpose. Anyway, so yeah, I've had a lot to fill you guys in on this week, so that's why I've been a chatty cat. He's at work again 10 till 4. I wanted to take it easy with Don today, you know, because he's just turned into an elder, so I don't even know what my thought process was. Yeah, so his bones are going to be brittle. I want him to take it easy. So now he's like a few years into his elderly, so he knows how to handle himself. Hopefully. So next round we should hopefully be... Yeah. I don't know my thought process, I lost it. Yay, Don is home. No longer have family friends, like that bloody matters anyway. No. Get mail, please. You want a woohoo? Okay, pay your bills. You need the toilet, so we'll go to the toilet. And then you can make a booty call after you've had a wee. Think you'll call over Nina. Yeah, just call her Nina. Bloody hell, I'm behind a tree. Okay, you're gonna use the couch or the bed this time. And you're so boring. Because this isn't creepy at all. She is pretty. I wonder if him and Nina are like soulmates, because they would be perfect together because they're both romance sims, so they don't really want commitment. Okay, so you finished your little session. You want a classic dance with her? You want to dance? Isn't it not this? How do you classic dance? It's not slow dance. Do you have to be listening to music? I can never remember. And also, what's the difference between classic dance and slow dance? There should be no difference. Switch to classical. Let's call over. Don't want you turning that off. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Where is Classic Dance? Am I being stupid? Not that. Where is it? I always struggle to find this. Sims 2 Classic Dance. Oh. Right, so I found a Mod The Sims forum. And it says Classic Dance fix for elder and adult to dance together. And they're asking for a mod, and someone said that they couldn't find it, and then they found it, so I need to right click and save that. And then someone said that there's a bug in their game that when you let relatives classic dance, it counts as cheating. I had a sim get angry with his wife and son for having an affair after they danced. The wife was the boy's biological mother. Someone else has linked to a different mod. Right. So, in other words, he isn't going to get that want today. We tried, Don, I'm sorry. But I've locked it in. I've locked it in for you. I have to download that fix. The thought was there, though. Oh, you can get in the pool. Stop being such a baby with your tiny pool. Oh. Well, he isn't going to lose his job, so I guess we'll use that. Who knows, he might get a promotion with his crappy mechanical skills. Oh, that's going to be amazing. Anyway, ask to leave and go to bed. Thank you very much, Don. It's his fitness. Oh. Don is packing it. Oof, that gave me chills. Oh, sorry, that gave me chills then looking at that snow and thinking that it's snowing and he's in a pool. Warren Pinzowski, how did you get our number? I don't know who the hell you are, sunshine. Piss off. Okay, go toilet and make some food. I also got a book in Harrods. A Dracula book. And it's a special edition. It's pretty nice. It's a Barnes and Noble's collection. So no, I thought that the only place I could get these books was Waterstones, because I do have one from Waterstones and I have loads on my wish list. But then I was in Harrods and it looked like a Waterstones in Harrods, but it didn't have any Waterstones branding, which really confused me. But the bookshelves looked the same, like I was in a Waterstones, and it was selling these books. But I didn't know whether to get the Dracula one or the Phantom of the Opera, because you can get the Dracula as a standalone one, or you can get it as Dracula and other horror stories or something. And then with the Phantom of the Opera, it was like the Phantom of the Opera and other gothic stories. But I decided to get the Dracula one. So now it's on my bookcase. I'm looking at it now. And it's right next to my Edgar Allan Poe classic stories. I got that one because there were two Edgar Allan Poe ones. And I got that one because I like the cover of it, but it doesn't tell you what stories are in it. And I really wanted it for The Raven. And The Raven isn't in that one. It's in the other one. I should have known because the other one actually had The Raven on the front cover. I'm an idiot, obviously. But yeah, so then my parents didn't know what to get me for my birthday and Christmas because my birthday is the 21st of December. And yeah, so it's close to Christmas, so they're asking me what I wanted. And I was like, I want some more Barnes and Noble edition books. So Waterstones finally, it's been on my wish list for like about 6 months, but they've recently added it, even though it came out years ago. But it's the Barnes and Noble's edition of The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is like actually one of my most favourite books. So I ordered that one. So that's been put away for my Christmas. And then the second one, because my mum's like, because that book was only like £17, she was like, what else do you want? So I couldn't decide what other Barnes and Noble's one that I wanted. So I looked on my wish list and I was showing my mum the covers, and she really liked the covers of The Snow Queen and Other Winter Stories. So I got that one as well, which was like £30. But it was good because I purchased them through my account. I got like 4 or 5 stamps. I think it's 4 stamps because you get 1 stamp for every £10 that you spend, and then when you get £10, you get, well, when you get 10 stamps, sorry, you get £10 off your next purchase, or you can split it. Like, I've only used half of it. One, like, say if I've had like £10 and a book is £7.50, I'm left with a remainder, and then if you go again, you can use that remainder on whatever, which is very good. And I've received £10 twice now, so basically I've had £20, or like, you don't have, it doesn't max at £10 either. I think if you want to keep it and keep building it up, you can, but I've had £10 on 2 separate occasions, which means I've spent, what, £10 for every... Yeah, so I've spent £200 worth in Waterstones. Is that right? Yeah. I have spent £200 in Waterstones. On books. I'm mental. I truly am. I think it's a good deal. You don't see WH Smith's doing a deal like that. Oh my god, and it's spring! Thank you, Dawn. You have been a pleasure this week. Happy birthday. Oh, he's so happy! No, I need to stop. I need to stop. Alright guys, that is up for this week's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. So just to show you the books that I was on about, this one isn't a Barnes & Noble's book, but I think the cover is really cool because it's like hollow. Oh, it looks so much better in person, but I think you can get the idea about the colour shift. And it's Ghost Stories by M.R. James, and I love it. This is my Edgar Allan Poe classic stories. It's a flexi-bound book, so I mean that's like in between a paperback and a hardback. So it looks like a hardback, but it's got the flex of a paperback, which is nice. And that's the back of it. The Dorian Gray one is a flexi back. This is a hardback. I need to finish taking that label off. I think I gave up. And then this is a Dracula. This is really heavy, and it's got like silver, and they're all like embossed and things. And this is Dracula and Other Horror Classics, and that is the back. Like, look how pretty that is. It's so beautiful. And the Snow Queen one, that is also a hardback, so it'll look very similar to this. If you type into Google Barnes & Noble Snow Queen edition, it will come up. What do you sound like? What do you sound like? I love the feel of this one. It kind of feels like velvety, but it's not. Oh, I need to take that sticker off as well. Yeah, BG Classic Editions. And I did wonder, like, how is Waterstones got the hands on Barnes and Noble's books? And when I googled it, apparently Waterstones owns Barnes and Noble's. I thought it was the other way around, where Barnes and Noble's owned Waterstones, but apparently not. Which usually you see an American company owning a British company, but no, this time we've got British owning an American company, which is nice. Well, it doesn't really matter who owns who, as long as I get my hands on Barnes and Noble's editions. So yes, next week we will be with Dante, because obviously I forgot to play his 4 days. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, and I can't think of a single thing to say.
I can't think of a thing to say. Fuck it.
Other than, make sure you like this video. It really does help push the channel out to other people that enjoy the Sims 2 content and just Sims in general. And once you've done that, make sure you press subscribe and press that little bell icon. That way you will be notified when I do upload. Also, as of when I am recording this, hi Chan, I've reached 600 subscribers. Let me just double check, because if I refresh now and it's gone down, no, it still says 600. Wow. Crazy. I can't believe. Every time I hit, like, like a rounded up number, I just can't believe that little old me has 600 subscribers when I started posting Sims content, I only had 25, but those 25 were from videos of me donating my hair for charity. So yeah, it's just mind-boggling. Like, obviously I know in the greater scheme of things I am no Mr. Beast, but to me 600's a lot of people. So yes, so thank you all to people that are subscribed. I really do appreciate it. And also, if you're not subscribed, like I said, please press the subscribe button and press I forgot to say that in my intro, so oops, my bad. So yeah, with that all being said, I hope to see you all next week. Bye guys.